Contract for like 3 months. She sends it to me.
How long is she not getting paid for like a month or what, however long it's been going on?
You guys ready? I know for the record, we do have a quorum. We will move on to the first item on the agenda will be the approval of minutes of October 9th, 2025.
Motion to approve the minutes?
Second. Motion and a second. Any discussion or changes? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. On to financial matters. Approval of claims for the November 6, 2025 docket.
Motion to approve the claims?
Second. I think the claims are in excellent order. Thank you. Motion.
There you go.
Motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And we all received a financial update of the TIF funds.
Yay.
I appreciate the ongoing information, and every time I grab a pen, it doesn't work. Yeah, I need
usually a
one.
bunch of them,
I need
huh?
one that works. Okay, we're in business.
Wait till I tell Brett how.
Moving on to new business, item 4, Arena at Innovation Mile, resolution number 2025-12, commission to consider a resolution approving the project and license agreement between the City of Noblesville and Pacers Basketball Development, LLC, doing business as Noblesville Boom.
Boom.
Jonathan Hughes.
Good morning, Commission. John Hughes, City Attorney. Every time Jack says that, he gets the biggest smile on his face, and that makes me happy.
Boom, baby.
Very excited to present to you the next phase of our arena project. Those of you who were here back when we entered into a term sheet with Pacers Sports and Entertainment back in 23, I believe was when that was initiated. That term sheet said we would come to a lease agreement prior to the season opening, and the season opens on Saturday. So here we are. Very excited to have Noblesville Boom a part of our community. It's been a pretty exciting week. We had the first scrimmage on Tuesday. Last night at the Pacers game, the Pacers fans were introduced to Bobby Bobcat, the mascot for the Boom. So it's been a very exciting week. The resolution in front of you formalizes our agreement with the Pacers. A couple of highlights from our initial agreement that I want to bring to your attention that are a little different in the final agreement in the city's favor. First, the term sheet indicated that we would receive on average $500,000 a year from the Pacers in the form of a lease. That is front-loaded, 1.25 in the first year, and then it falls off as time goes on. That remains in the lease. The lease also had, or the term sheet also had it did not have an agreement for what happened at the expiration of the first 10-year term. This includes a renewal and sets the lease at $500,000 a year with an escalator after that year. So that's good. We locked them in for 10 years plus the right to stay longer, and we hope they're here for a very long time. The second component of payment that has inerted to the city's favor is we had an agreement with the Pacers originally that the first $500,000 of permanent signage would come to the city, and anything over that we would split 40-60. We've worked with them to increase that number to $1 million. So the first $1 million comes to the city, and then after $1 million, we'll split it 40-60. Great news coming soon. Stay tuned on naming rights. We believe we have some exciting news around the corner on that. So stay tuned, and we're excited about the fact that that's going to increase our revenues. Another component is we are still working on the exact way all of it's going to work with online versus in store. But we do have a revenue split on the merchandise. That was not included in the term sheet. Term sheet said it would all go 100% to the Pacers. We now have a merchandise split where they're giving us some funds. That is in large measure thanks to the Pacers' great partnership with us as we took a building and we kind of continued to make the vision bigger and grander and wanted to make it the best G League facility in the nation. And we've done that, and the Pacers have understood that and said, let's come to the table and assist with that. So happy to answer any questions you have. We're very excited about this lease. What's in front of you is the form of the final lease. We expect to sign it later today. There's a couple of small little things in the agreement we're still working on. Those things are online versus retail sales. We're really close to nailing that down, but we'll get that percentage down. or online versus in-store. And then the other issue is like dates when we find out for their postseason. So really small things just to kind of iron out here today. But we are excited to recommend this for your approval and happy to answer any questions that you have.
John, is all merchandise handled through the Pacers?
All merchandise is handled through the
So we're not
Pacers.
going to have a retail shop down in the lobby?
Currently, no. Could that be something that happens in the future? Yes, it could. Right now, there's a clamshell at the arena that will have Pacers merchandise that they're allowing us to sell at other events. So it's possible that we may be able to bring it here, but that's not something we've negotiated yet, but possible.
And I think they sell the Boom merchandise at Cambridge, too.
They do. It's sold at Gamebridge, it's sold online, and it's sold at the Boone Arena.
And
It's exciting.
the escalator at the end of 10 years,
Yeah.
what is that, inflation, the ticket sales, revenue, what's that based on?
So the escalator at the end of 10 years is set at 2.5%. So in the agreement in front of you, it's 3. We just agreed yesterday to 2.5. So
Okay.
2.5% moving forward into the next 10-year term, 2.5% a year.
Per year.
Per year.
Per year.
Correct. And that is, it's inflation, but it's also just recognition that not only inflation, but all costs, not just related to inflation, but the facility itself will have additional costs as things go on.
Well, it's been a long time coming, and please mention that we were ahead of schedule, under budget.
Yeah, the project was ahead of schedule and under budget, that is true. And thanks and great partnership with Patch Development and Wilhelm Construction, we're able to deliver a great facility. And if you haven't been out there, I think most of you have. If you haven't, it is a beautiful facility. Highly encourage you to come. Game this Saturday night. Love to see you there.
Is there any further discussion on resolution number 2025-12?
Motion for resolution number 2025-12.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Next item of business will be the 2026 Annual Spending Plan. Commission to be presented with the 26th Annual Spending Plan. Amy.
Good morning. This is one of many reporting requirements that this body has each year. In 2023, the legislature passed a law requiring the redevelopment commissions to submit a spending plan by December 1 of each year for the following year's activities. This will be the second plan that will be presented to you. We did do this last year as well at the same time. This report will also be provided to the mayor, the council, and then the Department of Local Government Finance. With the help of our financial consultant, Cronin Associates, the plan contemplates spending on known projects, projects currently in the pipeline, and then unknown projects. This plan does not approve spending. We would still come back to this body for approval of requests or things, no expenditures. Any deviation from the plan, we would have to amend the plan, come back to you for approval again, and resubmit to the Department of Local Government Finance. It allows maximum flexibility and quick reaction in cases where we need to move quickly, so there is a little bit of buffer built in. So if you look at the spending summary, that kind of goes over projected cash balance at the beginning of the year, projected receipts, so we have our increment that we'll receive, our taxpayer agreement payments, refunds or reimbursements, so that would be any payments we made out for financial consulting as part of a project that we get reimbursed from bond proceeds, and cash transfers in, so any from like another fund that we would need to have use of. So that projected total receipts is $36 million. Our projected disbursements, we have debt service, professional services, economic development incentives, and cash transfers out. Cash transfers out, we do transfer money out from, for example, Hazel Dell TIF to fund debt service payment. It's not paid directly from that TIF, it's paid from another fund, city fund. We transfer also money out for the Levinson debt service payment. But Also on the, sorry, I'm just going to skip ahead a few pages unless you have any questions specifically to that. There are 2 pages at the end that are detailed for each TIF area. We don't include those in the report that's uploaded to the DLGF. It's just the first few pages, so.
These are not in the report.
No, not to the
Because they
DLGF.
can't read them.
Right, there's, yes, very small. Need printed on much larger paper. And this information was, gathered based upon our TIF pro formas, which you all, except for Lindsay and Jack now, since he changed his email, have access to, and I'll get you both re-added. So I'm happy to answer any questions, but would ask for your approval of this spending plan.
Is there any discussion on the 26 spending plan?
Motion to approve the 2026 annual spending plan.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item of business will be the 2026 meeting schedule. Has everybody had a chance to look at it and have any questions or concerns? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve it.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the 2026 meeting schedule. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Is there any additional business before the commission? Seeing none, we are adjourned. Thank you for
Wow,
attending.
11 minutes.
11.
All 4 people.
You're welcome.
You had to come.